to create an Alberta corporation. So you can have a business, and the business, let's say it's selling pencils, and you can do it as an individual where I buy a bunch of pencils and I sell them. Or you can form a corporate entity that the corporation buys the pencils, and then the corporation then sells the pencils and makes a profit. So why would a person take those extra steps to create a corporation in Alberta? Well, for the most part, there's tax deferrals or tax savings. There can be an opportunity for income splitting in certain circumstances, liability protection in case someone sues you for a defective pencil. They can only go after the corporation and not you personally. Also, it gives you more options when it comes time to selling the business. Gives you more ways of dealing with it for tax and just how you do it, as well as more options in terms of bringing in other shareholders who are part of the business, getting financing for the business. So there are lots of good reasons to incorporate in Alberta. You want to talk to your accountant and want to talk to your lawyer to make sure that the incorporation is right for you, but the process isn't necessarily hard or expensive. It can be put together. The harder part, and when I say hard, it's not hard, but really important, is going to be to maintain your corporation so it keeps its existence. In Alberta, people can contract and corporations can contract. That's it. So you have to make sure that it's invalid or it loses its ability to contract or to sue or have any kind of legal standing in the province. What does that mean? You have to maintain your minute book. That's going to be a document that has all the important paperwork about the corporation. You have to do your annual returns that have to be filed with the corporate registry. Those returns are different than tax returns, which you have to do also, but it's a return with the corporate registry office in the province of Alberta that records who the shareholders are, the address of the shareholders, if there's any restrictions on the corporation, and it'll show that it's valid, that's been up to date. Now, if you fail to do that, after a couple years, your corporation could be struck, and after a certain number of extra years, it can be struck where there's no chance of reviving it. If it's been a year or two, or even 5, it's no problem. We can just catch it up on all the filings, bring it current, no problem. After 10 years, there's no way to fix the corporate problem, so you want to make sure it's maintained. We've seen clients where they fail to maintain their minute books, and trying to get financing or sell the company becomes very, very expensive and almost impossible to do in some instances. So it's important for you to make sure that you start a corporation when you need it and make sure it's maintained throughout.